Wow, I just got an incredible deal from them. Wow, really impressed with that. Oh dear. Some advanced armor. Oh yes. I'm looking smashing. Look at that. Also found an improved machine gun too. We're getting very lucky with shopping. Done rather well, I think. Right, I'm going to go. Let's go to the lodge. In my stupid flying skills are not that particularly great, I accidentally shot down a few friendlies in the heat of battle. I probably should have paid a little bit more attention, but now I've got to go back to the lodge and grovel to a few of my friends. So I've got to talk to them. Hopefully they'll forgive me. If not, well, looks like I won't be working for Constellations much longer. I've paid off my bounty, so hopefully if the Freestar Collective can forgive me, then surely everyone else can. We'll definitely see. We're almost at the lodge now. Oh dear. Plus there's a Sergeant Yumi I think was after me. Everyone might be in bed by now. Hey.
Why must you provoke me further?
Hey.
It has been a relief to be honest with you about my past. I appreciate your willingness to listen. But talking about this, remembering all those years, has brought back some unsettling memories.
I'm here for you if you need someone to listen to.
Thank you. That means a great deal to me. I have told you that I spent many years coordinating with smugglers along the edges of the settled systems. There were men and women I worked alongside closely. And over time, I established relationships. They were not of the promised, but I considered them friends.
Even us heathens can be good to getting to know.
Yes, I have found that to be true. It was, and is, still a surprise. You must understand. I was raised to believe that those who do not follow the Great Serpent do not matter, for they are lost. Their fate is fixed and grim. And yet here were these men and women with hopes and dreams, delights and aversions. It felt like a small betrayal of my people, of House Varun, but I cared for my friends. And then I lost them.
It's never easy losing a friend.
It's not something I have much experience with. It was so sudden. We had met on a remote planet to transfer cargo. And zealots appeared in force, seemingly out of nowhere. There was barely time to react. So many were cut down immediately. I believe my years of training saved me, got me moving when others faltered. I retreated to my ship immediately. But I left them all behind. Aaron Bascom and Jada Wong. They were my friends, and I abandoned them. And in the years since, I have never looked for them.
If they're half as strong as you, they've gotten by.
I have no doubt they were resourceful. Still, how badly were their lives damaged by that moment? In my time getting to know you, I have thought more and more of all this. How little sense it all made, how I never really knew what happened or what became of my friends. My connection to you has reminded me what it means to trust someone, to be there for them. And I can no longer live with not knowing. I need to finally pursue this. I would like you with me when I do. I do not know what we will find, but I know it will be easier with you at my side.
If it will ease your mind, I'm in.
I am not sure I will find any comfort in it, but I think it is important nonetheless.
Yeah.
I am not sure where they might be now, but I believe we should begin the search in Aquila City. That is where I last saw Aaron Bascom.
Cool.
You and I have things to discuss.
Oh, more talking.
I need you to pay attention to me right now. Like it or not, you and I represent Constellation in everything we do, and you are representing it very poorly right now. I will not walk away from you in the middle of all this, but it is sorely tempting. You need to get things under control immediately. Clear? You have something to say? Say it then.
Hey, I'm really sorry. I'm so sorry.
You would do well to keep distance between us.
I blew up a ship, and I didn't mean it. I will try and win back your trust. Hey, me too.
Ask if you've got questions. Take care of yourself.
You take care of yourself too. Noelle?
I know everyone's excited by the artifacts, but we need to be as objective as possible and be aware of possible negative effects. Stay safe, okay?
Yeah, I will. I'll try. Try not blow any more people up. Hey, Sergeant.
That business with the turmoil. It's good to get back to small crimes and petty thieves.
Ah, Captain. It's good to see you again, under much calmer circumstances. You wouldn't be here about the job, would you? Might not be worth your time, considering your rank.
A job? Tell me about it.
Part-time security officer. The position's very flexible. You can basically work whenever you're available. No pressure. We've had some gaps in the schedule lately. Macy's out on maternity leave. Jose's on loan to Sidonia. When it rains, it pours type of situation.
Ah,
So really, we just need someone to fill the void. Interested?
I'm interested.
All right, Captain. Just keep in mind, this isn't going to involve your usual level of excitement. No mind-altering terramorphs and explosions in the spaceport. Just simple, good old-fashioned police work. Your first assignment couldn't be easier. Go to Mast and check in with Agent Plato at Aegis. There was a package left at a dead drop, and they need UC security to handle it. He'll fill you in on the details.
Got it. I can do that.
See you later.
Why do you torment me?
Can I ask some questions about you and your journeys?
Of course. What would you like to know?
Oh, I'm so sorry. What can you tell me about Aaron?
He is a quiet man. Reserved. I believe he had lived through a great many hardships, though he never spoke of them. I never felt it proper to ask. He valued his personal space and quiet moments.
Okay.
It was one thing we always shared in common. Years ago, I had heard he was alive, but did not attempt to contact him. I did not feel it was right. I hope this is not a mistake.
How do you know anyone else is still alive?
I do not know, not for sure. I did not see them fall that day, and I suppose I have hoped they survived. I admit I have not investigated before now, at least in part because of what I feared I might learn.
Fair enough. Why did House Varun rely on smugglers?
House Varun is in a distant corner of space, far away from the rest of the settled systems. While this serves our interests, it can also pose challenges. Many critical resources are scarce, and diplomatic relations with the United Colonies and Freestar Collective were tense at the best of times.
I imagine.
It's the most practical way to acquire what we need, without raising too many questions. Still is.
Okay.
Then we should return to our task. Really? Now? No, I do not think so. Just go! If you must speak, agreed.
Oh,
Shares the load.
they do. I'm gonna take all your stuff. You can keep that, I suppose. I'll take this, 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 and this. Alright, let's talk to everyone.
Always a satisfying moment to return to your ship.
Where is everyone?
I'm sure.
Hey, Sarah.
Do you think he would have liked you?
I certainly do. It's all yours.
Would have given me a good whooping,
Thanks.
Till later.
but I think he would
Hey, Barrett.
going to.
You have anything for me?
I do, actually. Here you go.
Thanks. Hey.
All right, we need to talk right now. When I started traveling with you, I didn't expect you to be a saint. But the way you've been acting, you are a member of Constellation. You should act like it. I don't know what's going on with you. But maybe it's not a good idea for Cora and I to be traveling with you.
Hey, look, we can work this out.
It's my better judgment. I'll bite. What do you have to say for yourself?
I am really, truly sorry. I hope you can forgive me.
Hell, it's not like I don't want to forgive you.
You matter a great deal to me. You do.
Some things you just can't fix with words.
Crap. I can't believe I've let you and Cora down.
I ain't gonna sugarcoat it. You really have. So please, just try and keep it together, okay?
Ah, crap.
I've got some stuff on my mind when you have the time.
Oh, you want to talk to me now?
Where to begin? That temple? The hell was that? I've been from one end of the settle systems to the other more times than I could count. But I've never, and I mean never, encountered something like that. Who built it? Why? So many questions.
I'm stunned myself.
That's a good word for it. And what you can do? I am not a scientist, not in the least. But that ability, power, it's just plain scientifically impossible.
Impossible or not, I can do it.
And there you have it. Forget about me. How are you? I mean, whatever happened, it could have deep physiological effects.
Yeah.
I hope not mental. And even if everything's perfect, still, I can't imagine what's going through your head.
I want to stay focused on what to do next.
Smart. Staying focused. The other Constellation members are going to lose their minds once they hear about this. Assuming they even believe us.
Lay it on me.
Mind if I ask you some personal questions?
Yes?
If you don't mind, let's talk about, everything.
It's a difficult topic. For years, I pretended like I was over it. But I'm not. I can't guarantee I can answer everything, but I want to try.
Did he work for Constellations?
Yes, he was one of the first people I met when I moved into the lodge. His room used to be full of plants. The humidity was hard to get used to.
What do you suppose Aaron might think of life now?
I'm sure he'd wonder why I was so sentimental all of a sudden. I bet he'd tell me to go visit Paradiso and relax, but who knows?
Yeah. Can you tell me a bit about it?
He was another member of Constellation, a brilliant scientist, and one of the kindest people you'd ever meet.
And that's probably gonna land me some negativity, but let's see it.
Oh, I've moved on. We had the funeral and I grieved. And as time went on, so did I. I haven't even thought about any of this for years.
Thanks.
Thanks for listening. Did you have any other personal questions, or was that it?
Tell me about yourself, Barrett.
How much time do you have? Just kidding. Let's see. Where to start? I've been in Constellation for a long time. Aja and Sarah convinced me to join before the Colony War. Lost my husband during that damn war. Lost some other friends too. Anyway, I've been exploring planets with Constellation ever since then. Helps keep me busy. So I guess that's me in a nutshell.
Are you good friends with Vasco?
Yeah, Vasco is great for reminding me about schedules and protocols or engaging in data-focused conversation, you know? But if I tell him about how I found the first artifact, or how I escaped from the Crimson Fleet, or when I saved a stranded pilot from an island covered in hypnotic flowers, you know, he just isn't impressed.
Yeah, I guess so. Any religious beliefs?
Not my thing. It's just not something that I need, and it never appealed to me.
Fair enough. Any family?
My grandma raised me for the most part. Lost a lot of family in the war. Not much left to speak of, really.
Sorry to hear that. What can you tell me about constellations?
Well, I joined in 2305. Aja brought me on. It was unlike anything I had ever been a part of before.
What was it like when you joined?
When I joined Constellation, part of me was worried I wouldn't belong. I thought they'd all wear fancy suits and talk about business opportunities all day. I entered the lodge and I was immediately pulled into an intense debate about whether the Freestar Collective would really risk war with the United Colonies. They pulled me into the conversation and treated me as if I had always been there. I hope your experience was the same. Anyway, what else did you want to ask about?
Let's see. How long have you been in constellations?
Well, Aja recruited me in 2305, so, you know, it's been a while. So, is there anything else you want to ask about?
Do you have any prior training towards joining constellations?
I used to work as a United Colonies physicist. I was so starry-eyed, thought I could change the universe.
Yeah.
You know what? I don't think I've changed a bit. Except my job is much better. Any other questions?
Yeah, that's all.
Fair enough. There's a lot of history with this organization. I'm lucky to have been here this long.
Fair enough. That pretty much covers it.
Anything else on your mind?
Do you hate me?
See you later.
You keep installing new cool things in your ship. It's like Christmas every day.
Well, let's talk to,
Right now
What
may
can
not
I
be the
help
best
you
time
with?
to talk to me.
So long.
Hey,
I don't have time for you right now.
mind if I ask some personal questions?
Yeah, I mind. Some other time.
Hey, I'm sorry. I really let you guys down with some friendly fire, I guess. Hey, how's it going?
The fewer people there are thinking about Aegis on a daily basis, the easier my job is. I'm afraid I'm not at liberty to discuss the details of my division's work.
That's fine. I asked by the UC security to pick something up.
They've got you doing grunt work, Captain. Hardly the reward I'd expect for saving the city from a terramorph attack.
That's okay. Sergeant Yumi needed help, so I volunteered.
Admirable. I bet qualities like that are precisely why you've moved so quickly up the ranks. But I'm sure stopping a terramorph invasion didn't hurt your case.
Yeah.
In any case, let me fill you in. We have a dead drop that we think has been compromised. So I'd like someone from UC Security to handle the pickup instead. Take the package back to Sergeant Yumi, and he'll check it in as evidence before it gets routed back to Aegis.
I'll get back to you.
Of course, Captain. I realize your schedule is busy. I'll be here when you're ready.
Oh, wait, actually, yeah.
Of course. As I mentioned before, it's a simple mission. Pick up the package, deliver it to Sergeant Yumi, and the job's done.
Got it. Just tell me where to pick it up.
Take the Nat to the spaceport. There should be a Galbank ATM right next to the station. The package is taped under one of the benches. Grab it and deliver it to Sergeant Yumi and the job's done.
Got it.
Good luck with the mission.
I was making really good progress with my friends, but now they kind of hate me because I accidentally... They fired upon me. I'm pretty sure they did. I just returned fire. I probably mistaken them for a Crimson Fleet ship and accidentally fired a whole bunch.
What do you want now?
Nothing.
Really took a pounding last week. I hope the market stabilizes soon.
It's a bit rainy today. I really should find some nice threads. Hey.
Still have questions?
Yeah, I got this. No, I just got the package.
Good work, Captain. Suffice to say, you were overqualified for this job.
Immensely.
Staffing problems, I'm still glad you showed up. That being said, my luck seems to be turning around. We've gotten a lot of new personnel as of late, not just you. Who knew all I had to do was put up a sign?
I want to make the habit of recruiting off the street. Glad it worked.
As am I. And the best part is, since you're all part-timers, there's no paperwork.
Huh.
Anyway, here's your payment. And if I have any more work for you, I'll let you know.
I'm sure he's got more work for me, but let's do something else, eh? Reach Aquila City. Hostile intelligence. I really should, You know what? I'm gonna check upon my parents, I think. Hopefully they don't think less of me after destroying a few Three-Star Collective ships. How would they know, though?
Nice to see you, son. Tell me, are you doing well? And none of that, I'm fine, Dad. Really, answer. How are you?
I've never been better. I've seen a lot of shit, Dad. It's hard to not let it get you down. Not let it get me down. There's never a dull moment. So much to see and do.
Ah, to be young and have the whole world in front of you. All your adventures. There are so many. It's dizzying to keep track of. It worries your mother that one day you might take on more than you can deal with. Is it worth it? All that risk and danger?
what I'm doing really makes a difference.
It most certainly does. I got some years on you. My guiding star has always been, find something you believe in and fight for it. For me, it's you and your mother. Every time big life decisions came up, that's what made it easy. What would be best for all of us? If you can strip away everything and answer that one question, well, it helped me.
Thanks. I appreciate it.
It's what I'm here for. It's nice to have you home. Stay as long as you like.
See if I got any more stories to tell him. I mean, I think I've been through a lot. I've been... Yeah, I'm sort of the hero of the Terramorph attack, kind of thing. Hey.
You have another story for me? If you have a new story for me, I'm very happy to pay your fee.
I was at the Terramorph attack in New Atlantis.
Really? To say you have my undivided attention is an understatement. A lot of people were there. The accounts we've got were chaotic.
What was your role in that?
I personally, together with the UC security, we managed to kill. I'm in the UC Vanguard and investigated the recent Terramorph attack. Yeah, me and the UC security took him down.
Sounds like maybe you're being modest. Security isn't exactly trained for that scenario. But alright. The whole city is still on edge over the attack. We were fortunate, damn fortunate, that casualties were so low. What was it like in the thick of things?
I focused on protecting the civilians and staying alive. I didn't have time to think. Terrifying. It takes a lot of firepower to take down a Terramorph, especially if you don't have the right equipment.
Pure instinct, huh?
Yeah, more or less.
Sounds like New Atlantis. Heck, the whole UC owes you a great debt. Any closing comments? I already have a good story here.
I won't rest until the Terramorph threat is ended.
That makes me feel better. I feel like such a sap, but it does. Hey, Constellation? From all of us that live here, thanks. We use the word hero a lot in news, but you really are one.
Thanks.
You talk and get paid, I spread the news. It's a classic win-win.
I have information about a Gala Bank robbery in Aquila City.
You certainly get around. I'm surprised that branch has any customers left the number of times it's been held up. But I thought the Rangers had finally managed to get a handle on it. I heard there was a standoff. That true?
That was a standoff, alright, yeah.
I'd say I'm surprised, but this is my total lack of surprise face. What happened to the robbers? The Shaw gang?
I negotiated with the gang and talked them down.
You did what? I mean, you're well spoken, but a hostage negotiator? I'll do some research and make sure that checks out. These things are often messy. Any customers or Galbank staff get hurt?
Nope. Thankfully, there were no casualties.
That's really good news. Usually, well, it's a different kind of story. You were there. You were involved in resolving it. Any comment on the Freestar Rangers? Having another high-profile robbery in their own backyard is a bit of a black eye.
Desperate people do desperate things. The Rangers kept it from turning into a massacre.
Huh. That's really good to know. Stories like this always fire up public outrage and appetite. Thanks for the interview. And take this.
Ooh, I need to get out there more. Oh, here comes Andrea. Right, I think it might be time to kill the Terramorphs, or at least get somewhere with it. Oh, we've got so much to do, so much to see. Okay. Right. Let's get to it. I kind of want to hire Vasco, he might not judge me. Oh, you make one mistake and everyone hates you. Oh dear. We are ready to face so many Terramorphs. This is going to be very, very scary. Hopefully with the weapon and armory we found, we can face them. But, oh.
You again. You're advised to leave this orbit immediately. The United Colonies will not be held responsible for any harm you suffer by proceeding.
I'm cleared to be here. I'm with Commander Hatomu.
Let me check my logs. Alright, you can proceed. We'll let them know you're on your way down.
Yeah, this is gonna be terrifying. Always at night, too. This isn't gonna go well. Oh, no.
Gear is ready. Site is clear.
Ooh, it's cold. Yeah. God damn, it's cold. Oh, wow.
I pride myself on knowing everyone on this world, and I don't know you. You're with the collection team, then, I presume?
I am, yes.
Either that, or you're one deeply unlucky trespasser.
I'm Captain George Collins, UC Vanguard. You're expecting me, I believe?
Vanguard, eh? Brief said you were an eclectic group. You must have really shined out on the fringe to get assigned a task like this.
I did.
Ah, then this must be the rest of your outfit.
Commander Hatum,
No need for introductions, Major Sinon. Dr. Walker, your reputation will precede you, as does the urgency of your mission, so I'll get to it. Now, Londinion is one of the most dangerous places in the Milky Way. It's for good reason my soldiers and I do everything we can to avoid entering the city. Terramorphs are omnipresent, and the structural damage left behind when Major Sinon's father bombed its spaceport has turned large swathes of the metropolis into a decaying labyrinth. As such, we'll be providing you all with gear, information, and uploading municipal unlock codes to your robot. Every tool you can need to succeed out there. Except one. Once you're on the other side of those barriers, you will be on your own. If you get into trouble, my people will not be coming. Do we understand each other?
Understood, ma'am.
Precisely. I'll leave you to your preparations then. You can find your equipment in our armory, base at the tower just outside. And I do believe there's someone waiting for you there, Captain. Now, once you're outside the base, it's my personal suggestion you make a beeline to the nearby Aceles plant. It contains one of our field caches. Though I can't guarantee it won't contain anything else. I hope you all find what you're looking for out there. Robot, you're coming with me.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, Commander. Percival, you all set to hook into their comms tower?
Should only take a few minutes. Let's get this done and get the hell out of here.
Percival will be scanning the city for our samples from here. When he finds one, he'll transmit the coordinates to us out in the field.
Roger, Dodger. I'm ready when you are.
All right. Head over to the armory and gear up. Once you're done, we'll meet by the entrance to the city.
Is this the armory? Have you got anything else? Suppose I'll take the ammo. Is it worth anything?
I think you may be trying to take a little too much on.
A little bit.
You match our description. The Vanguard captain? The cabinet wanted you to have something. Make sure you had the best tools for the task at hand. Now, if you'll excuse me.
What did you just give me now?
Give him one for me, all right?
Can I take this? Alright, guys. Okay, calibrated. I should be,
Don't trust what the voices tell you.
Don't trust what the voices tell you? Thank you for that. It looks cool, but it's not as... Beast Hunter, minus 50 damage from alien enemies. Auto. Oh, okay, maybe it's actually worth wearing. Steady. Plus character capacity. I mean, I look really cool. Look at this. Wow.
You have something to say? What have you got for me?
I've got some fine equipment for you. Enjoy it for now, but I will be coming to take it back. Okay, let's Hey.
All set on your gear? Are you ready to do this?
I'm ready.
Then let's get this show on the road. Geyser? Percival, everything green on your ends?
I am ready. Personal comm should be routed through Geyser now. You copy that?
Roger, loud and clear.
Perhaps too loud. Oh, you're a riot robot.
Geyser, kick it off.
Unlock code transmitted. You may open the gate when ready.
Alright. On our way into the city. Percival, where are we heading?
Running the first sweep. Got one. A Sealy's. Not far. Old shipping yard just past the processing plant. Gene samples are probably in one of the containers.
What? That creature. It's dominated. Must be in one nearby, keeping it under its sway. Let's put it down.
Alright, let's...
Procedures activated.
I'm sure I can find one that the smell will not be an issue. More of them! Clean them up!
Is that a Terramorph? Oh, hello. Always happy to have some adhesive. Okay, one more.
Looks like the last of them. No sign of the morph, though.
Your shipping yard's just beyond the processing plant. Cache with some goodies is towards the rear of the facility.
Close enough for you to dial in the location of those samples from here?
Yes, they're faint, but I'm detecting multiple valid signatures. I have restored power to the containers. Jackpot! Get down there and collect as many as you can.
Okay. Let's see what's in here. Here we go. Oh, but it's a decent weapon. I suppose that'll do. Ah, great. Ah.
Is there no... If I can take a few...
Alright, Andrea. I get it. You don't like me anymore.
Pester someone else and leave me be.
Modified microgun. Oh crap. Bit of a shake. What's all that about?
Right behind.
Oh, wow. Let's see how this performs. Oh, need to reload it first. We just want to be friends. I'm sure you do. Link and ink. I probably don't need those things actually. See if I can find what I just picked up. It's a modified advanced weapon. That's probably worth taking.
What is it? What? I keep.
Alright, let's suppose we should get rid of some weapons now. I don't need you for right now. Don't need you right now. I haven't used you. I'll use you in a mo.
At least that is over with.
Probably a good time to use my particle beam weapons. The heck is this? Advanced bolster. Okay, cool. Collaborated.
All Asili's samples collected.
All right. Now hand those over to Kaiser, and let's get out of here. I am happy to...
Yes, I will do that in a mo. Not bad. Can't you pick up any more things? Okay.
You would do well to keep distance between us.
Samples secure.
Nice work. No. Earlier scan picked up a valid Terramorph sample, but, well, it's in the spaceport. And the quick route there looks like it got blasted when the port did.
There are steam tunnels under the city, which will allow us to access the spaceport.
What do you... That's right. Kaiser, how did you know that?
I am not sure.
Percival, you see any better option?
From where I'm standing.
You've got our answer.
Access unlocked.
Alright. Give me 1 second. I need to get rid of this frostbite.
We may proceed.
You said there was going to be a ton of Terramorphs. I haven't seen any. It came through here. Ah. Right, let's get rid of frostbite, I guess. There we go.
Kaiser, this flora, this is Lazarus plant, isn't it?
Confirmed.
You know, no one even realized it was a living thing until someone got it under a microscope and saw it had cells. Can't be cultivated anywhere but Londinion. Real marvel.
Weird. Okay. Weird creatures.
All these leeches. What's keeping things warm?
Hello? Calibrated. Cool.
I also wish to be prepared for any situation, but there are practical limits, no?
Gotta read every book. Never know if we're gonna find anything. What the hell is going on in there? Right, let's drop this space backpack. We can't pick everything up, and it's only calibrated.
What's... My God, look at it. A Lazarus in bloom. You know, we might be some of the only... What's happening? Have you seen this?
Oh, come on. Oh, man.
Oh, God. The heat leeches are terramorphs.
But heat leeches infest every settlement, every corner of the settled systems. That means that every single one... Oh, no.
You just saw that, right? You would tell me if I was losing my mind. That heat leech became a terramorph. The pests that have snuck onto every planet are baby terramorphs. Heat leeches hide out in ships, sneak away after landing, and then, with time, they transform. We just found out how terramorphs move between planets.
That is a very big discovery.
Pretty major is right. But if what we just saw, if that's possible, the Lazarus plant, it's clearly an accelerant for the terramorph, a heat leech transformation process. Make one into the other in an instant.
Yeah.
But that means if anyone knew about this, they could trigger a terramorph spawning. You could sneak a leech into a city, or even multiple leeches, into a place like New Atlantis. Good God. The attack on New Atlantis, does this... Could someone have set that up?
Given that we just witnessed that, it's certainly possible. Oh, crap.
But first, you'd have to know the truth about all this.
Well, we're never gonna know if you don't catch that thing. Get after it. We may proceed. Go!
Ugh, come on. Okay, well, that's not good. I knew I didn't like heat leeches.
got the cell data from the New Atlantis and Tau Ceti attacks, right?
Uploaded them myself.
Captain, let Kaiser take a look at that sample.
Sure thing. Here you go.
Analysis. It is a match. This suggests with high certainty that the Lazarus plant was used to trigger the attacks on both planets.
There's no way a plant this rare, this fragile, just shows up here, New Atlantis, and Tau Ceti. The transformations on those worlds, they must have been triggered by human hands. Captain, do you understand what it is we just stumbled on here?
I think it means Lazarus plant was used to trigger the attack in New Atlantis.
Exactly.
That's not good.
Someone saw the Lazarus plant in action and used it to trigger the attacks.
I wonder where they could have gotten such an idea, deploying alien life forms as weapons.
I wouldn't be shocked to find out our team, in part, inspired the approach, but our group never dealt with something that could have an effect like this. Makes some sense, actually. Tau Ceti was likely their first test, someplace remote where no one would question a few settlers going missing. Ensure the big show, the attack on New Atlantis, would be a success. And the timing of that one, it couldn't have been just luck that it happened right when we were asking the cabinet to do something about the Terramorphs.
Exactly.
These attacks. I think someone planned them to set all this in motion.
It is. I thought the timings of those Terramorphs showing up were very suspicious.
They certainly were. But having this answer, well, it raises a couple big questions. Who could pull something like this off? And why?
I would say that. Your dad's still alive. Maybe he does. I would say it's him.
Let's save the discussion for when you all aren't standing in the universe's closest equivalent to hell frozen over. If we're gonna do anything to prevent more Terramorph attacks, human cause or otherwise, we need that final sample.
Roger that. Kaiser, get us into the spaceport?
The entrance is this way. I am unable to provide sufficient power to the lock mechanism.
Anyone got ideas where we could get some extra juice?
Local power looks like it was controlled in the security office. Upper floor.
Captain and I can scout it out. Kaiser, see if you can't find another way to get it open.
Roger that. I have restored power to the office entrance. You may proceed.
Poor guy. Or girl, I don't know.
Control panel. Still looks operable. Of all the things to survive.
True.
Reactivated. Error. Control system.
Control system what now? Offline? Maybe over there? Have we got a tour? We haven't. I don't see how that's gonna lock in anywhere. Oh, never mind. I see.
And we do that.
What do you see? I'm not entirely... okay, what's up? Okay.
Reboot engaged. Running diagnostic. Diagnostic complete. Multiple systems unavailable. Warning. Priority safety concern detected. Exterior hatch power restored.
Back in business.
Warning. Emergency recorder message detected. Transcription process engaged. Playback initiated.
Admiral Sanok, we need to make the evacuation request.
That's my father he's addressing. He was here? Didn't think he'd have the guts to look those soldiers in the eye before blowing this place to pieces.
Admiral!
It just transformed. An invisible weapon. No planet would be safe. Colonel, the troops that closed off the sewers after my evaluation, they're all in this facility.
Other than our casualties, yes, sir.
Good. Get them into defensive positions around the spaceport. No one leaves. I'll send ships as soon as possible.
Thank God. None of us wanted to go down slow by those things.
That won't be your fate, Colonel. You have my word. Transcription complete. Physical copy available.
An invisible weapon. He knew about the Lazarus plant. Grab that recording. We should talk.
Sure, where is it?
Hey, Victus. He destroyed this place. Killed these people to keep what he knew about the Lazarus plant and the Terramorphs and all this a secret. Didn't he?
That's certainly how I interpreted it.
He saw the potential of the plant as a weapon and hid it away. He killed those people to keep them from sharing what they might have seen. Condemned this whole city to death. He's
a cold-blooded murderer.
No, this was so much worse than that. He is a monster. Yes. Exactly what we all thought he was. Wait. If the plant was used to trigger the attacks, that means Victus. He might have been involved in what happened on New Atlantis. I hate to say it, but I think your instinct about him might have been right.
It's the only lead we got.
And even if he wasn't directly involved, I guarantee he knows something.
Victus is a monster of a human being. If he lives, of course he could be responsible for what happened in both New Atlantis and Londinion.
But I guess we're not getting any more answers right now. Come on, let's go get that last sample. How can I assist?
I trust you are well.
I am.
A good team always.
You're taking a liking to me now. Yeah, it looks like that armor definitely does protect against thermal. Probably would have been wise to keep that on, but I don't think I'd be alive without this armor.
Kaiser, try it now.
Guys, your sample, it moved. I'd be real careful out there if I were you.
Sound good. Eyes peeled.
How many did you say? This is the spaceport. Ah, jeez. Don't think it does anything. somewhere over there. Don't know what kind of thing that does. Did it go underground?
My God, concentrate fire! Shoot! Shoot! That is a sample? Come on then. We have collected. Stay out of my head!
Uh-oh.
Raiders lighten up. I think you're doing signal that thing put out to all of those creatures. I think I can nullify it, but I'm gonna need some help.
Oh, hello.
You get those online, I'll relay my signal from there.
I guess we should grab that sample while we can. Good. Now just stash that sample with Kaiser and we're done.
Here you go.
All wrapped up. Time to get the hell out of here. Percival, you should unplug and find somewhere we can talk. Privately.
On it. See you soon.
Hey, Percival, how you doing?
Look at all of you. Back from the underworld. Got pretty frantic on the comms towards the end there. But it sounded like this was a success. Got everything we need to put this plan in motion.
Sure did. Kaisar's got all the sample.
Ah, best place for them. Now, my connection might have gotten a bit fuzzy there, but do I have it right that Faye Victus knew about this damn plan?
That's what it sounded like.
Guess the old Admiral must have told someone what he learned. Even he's not clever enough to pull off an attack like that from the great beyond.
It's a bit more complicated than that.
Actually, we can't rule him out. Faye Victus is alive and well.
I'm sorry, what? He's pulling my leg, right? Adrian?
No, I don't believe he is.
So that means we have a suspect.
I believe that's exactly what that means. Look, Captain. Percival and I, we need to get these samples back to the lab. Ensure we'll be able to handle cleaning up the leeches as well as the terramorphs. But Faye Victus is the only solid lead we've got on the attacks. Since you're the only one who knows where he is, can you speak to him? See if you can get him to cough up anything he might know.
Oh, he and I are gonna have some words.
Good. We'll all meet back at Mast, outside the cabinet chambers. They're gonna want to know everything we've uncovered here. Best of luck, Captain. And thank you for dealing with him.
Oh, there's gonna be hell to pay with you.
Well, what a pleasant surprise. When I heard you and Hadrian were headed for Londinion of all places, I presumed you must be onto something big. Did you find what you were looking for?
We did, and a whole lot more.
Good news, then. So, what exactly are you doing here? Plenty still to be done in defeating the Terramorphs, no?
We found a recording of you. Please stop. You murdered civilians and citizens, and you gotta pay now. Just confess.
Now, what in the heavens would make you claim something as ludicrous as that?
Well, we recovered a recording of an invisible weapon you were talking about.
Did you? Well, I don't know what you think sincerely hope you didn't come to the wrong conclusions. After all, given the Cabinet's current state of anxiety, they might misinterpret such a discovery to mean I could have been involved with the attacks. Perhaps I can convince you to keep this among us.
No more lies. Confess or turn over what I found.
You know, you're far more clever than I expected. You want to hear the words, then? I did it. The Terramorph attacks on Tau Ceti, New Atlantis, my doing. Years of coordination between my associate and I, figuring out how to deploy the Lazarus plant's pollen outside of Londinion, learning to synthesize it, use it as a weapon. Now, being as clever as you are, I'm sure you have thoughts on why I might do such a thing.
Associate? Who you working with?
All in due time. First, I want to see if you're truly as astute as you appear. So why would someone like me go through all this trouble?
To work on something that long seems personal. No better way to show the UC what a deadly weapon they can have in there. Probably, yeah.
Not a bad thought. But no. The attacks were a correction.
What?
When I discovered the plant, I did consider handing over what I'd found, but we were at war. And I couldn't risk information that dangerous falling into the wrong hands. So I ordered the bombing of the Londinion spaceport, fixing two problems at once. Halting the spread of the city's Terramorph outbreak, and sealing away knowledge of the plant's potential.
Please, no secret is so dangerous that justified condemning so many lives. You just said it took years to use the plant outside of Londinion. You've killed them for nothing. That information you should be handed over and secured. Yes. Yeah.
Simple to say now, but with the outbreak raging from a barely understood source, the moment demanded quick action. So I did what was required.
Sure.
I removed the dangerous variable from an already catastrophic war. But then, as the war ended, my trial, my execution, I made a decision. After all, I'd given everything for the colonies. My life as I knew it included. And what did I get in return? Was there any effort by the UC to protect my legacy? My daughter's legacy? No. We were sacrificed when all we did was serve. So I kept what I'd learned and arranged the attacks to set things right again. My daughter, she becomes a hero. I become a trusted advisor, having found Kaiser, the research team, and cement my new position of influence when I hand them the name of the person responsible for the attack on New Atlantis. The dear departed Dr. Reginald Orlays, the associate who aided me all these years, and whom I always slated to take the fall. What luck he was stopped dead before he could hurt anyone else. His decades on the run brought to an end by another unlikely hero. You.
So you murdered UC citizens because of some slight against your honor. Bloody hell. Ah, so you're just a cleanup crew. You think you're very clever. Yep, you're sick.
There are no heroes without a villain. I simply arranged the opportunity for us to overcome one and become the other. And we all benefited.
No.
That's why I had Orlays reprogram Kaiser. Had that old machine guide you to where I found the plant all those years ago. I went to great lengths to ensure your and Hadrian's success. And look at the results. I know for
They'd be honoring me for for cleaning up your messes. If you're waiting me to say thank you, we're going to be here a while. What kind of honors are we talking about here? I suppose we have been benefits for this. You're waiting for me to say thank you, we're going to be here a while.
I'm simply looking for you to acknowledge the truth. And let's not forget the importance of our actual endgame. Eliminating the Terramorphs. Securing knowledge of the Lazarus plant. What we've set in motion is going to protect thousands, maybe millions of lives. I'm simply requesting one more life be protected. Mine. I've already sent along the evidence of Orleza's role in the attacks to the cabinet, leaving out my own involvement. All I ask is that you confirm as much to the cabinet. Tell them that it was Orlez and Orlez alone. After all, I do still have a long list of threats to the UC. This needn't be the end of our good works together.
I hope you've enjoyed this talk, because once I tell the cabinet, it'll probably be your last. You killed so many people, you need to pay for it. Yeah, you've done some okay work. You still killed everyone. You think I'm going to forget the fact that you killed people to accomplish good works?
And how many have you killed to get where you are now? There are no great works that don't cost lives, Captain. Whether it's winning a war or digging a tram tunnel. So we sacrificed a few dozen in the attacks to possibly protect millions. That seems like a fair exchange to me. I only hope you'll see the same and leave my name out of the discussions to come.
I hope you've enjoyed our last talk. Yeah, I'm definitely telling the cabinet.
That is a pity, Captain. But I'm in no position to negotiate. Though we needn't be enemies, you and I. Just think about the opportunity I've provided here. There are more on the horizon. If you do the right thing.
Sure. Sure. I wonder who's going to take your position. Hey.
Perfect timing. We just got in. So on our end, good news. The microbe and the Asylees are both as effective against heat leeches as they are against terramorphs.
Awesome.
Means either plan should work for clearing those critters off our worlds.
Considering what the Lazarus plant is capable of, I don't think we can deal with those things fast enough. I already sent along info to the cabinet to get them up to speed.
Nice.
So what about your end? Did you find anything? Did my father tell you what he knew about the Lazarus plant?
Victus confessed. He organized everything from his cell.
I knew it. The second I heard that recording, I knew. Why? Did he say why he did it?
He said he was trying to fix the damage done to the Sun Unnamed.
It takes some deeply twisted logic to think anything did more harm to the Sanan name than him.
Yeah.
Somehow, after all that has transpired, he still believes himself to be the hero.
He's crazy.
He created this whole situation just so others would see him the way he sees himself. But all it has done is further expose him for what he really is.
Well, once we inform the cabinet, they can ensure he won't be able to do anything like this ever again.
Exactly. He deserves punishment.
Exactly. Bring justice to everyone he's hurt. So I guess that gives us our final answer. Nothing left to do but head in and see what the cabinet thinks of it all. Unless there was more to discuss. This might be our last opportunity to talk things through before the cabinet weighs in on a decision regarding the Terramorphs.
Which method of dealing with the Terramorphs are you two leaning towards?
Microbe is going to make the cleanup a whole lot quicker. If we're concerned about this Lazarus plant getting deployed again, that's the way to go.
The cabinet can secure the Lazarus plant, and then we're not risking any surprises when it comes to dealing with a microbe.
You're being paranoid. You know the science. You know we can make this safe.
I do know the science. I also know math. and a 1 in a million chance of a mutation isn't 0. So I guess we're still in discussion. Probably best at this point to let the cabinet weigh in, see if they have a preference.
Fair enough. So both approaches to cleaning our worlds are effective against heat leeches.
They are.
Microbe needed minimal adjustment to account for heat leech anatomy.
And the Asylees seem like they're even better at tracking leeches than morphs.
Hell of a sight to watch, though, when they catch them. Like an open airlock guzzling angry spaghetti.
I bet. What kind of risks are there if we decide to bring back the Asylees?
Asylees aren't hostile to humans, but they are megafauna. If someone decides to pick a fight with one, it could get ugly. But they've already been spread far and wide once before when the UC was raising them as livestock, so the risk of introducing them to new worlds is minimal. Using them to clean up the terramorphs and leeches, though, it's not going to be nearly as expedient as the microbe would be. Given what we know now about the Lazarus plant, the speed of the job does matter. But going with the Asylees, we're at least dealing with known risks.
I think we should go with both. What do you think the cabinet will do when they learn about Faye Victor's involvement in the attacks?
It's hard to know. Unlike my father, the cabinet aren't butchers. But killing UC citizens, along with everything else he's done, is unforgivable. But if you're really that concerned, you could request they be lenient. They might be willing to spare him.
No. Nothing else? My end. Let's head in there.
And here we go.
Welcome back, all of you. I wish we were meeting under better circumstances. But according to Hadrian's report, and the second one I just received, it seems the Terramorph attack on New Atlantis was no random occurrence, but a planned strike. Is what I'm reading here true?
Yes, but don't worry, we found the culprit.
The second report claims to know the perpetrator as well. Did Reginald Orlays actually commit these attacks, Captain?
Orlays?
The report isn't the whole truth. Orlays helped, but Faye Victor's organized the attacks.
It's true, ma'am. I heard the recording myself. My father figured out how to use terramorphs as weapons.
He did what?
That's impossible. He doesn't have the kind of access to...
Clearly, he made his own access, Chief Sarkin. Madam President, I have been saying for years that not dealing with that man was gonna end in tragedy.
Enough! I hope everyone here understands that what has just been shared is a state secret of the highest order. This information does not leave this room. Now, that's quite the accusation you're leveling, considering Francois Sanon has not left containment for the better part of 2 decades. You have evidence to back this up?
Play a snippet of the recording.
It just transformed. A terramorph out of thin air. An invisible weapon. No planet would be safe.
Heavens help us. Is that actually him?
I'd know that voice anywhere. That's Francois.
He knew they could do this, and said nothing.
Exactly.
Sociopath. Plain and simple, ma'am.
Officer, please collect that recording.
Yes, ma'am. Begging your pardon, Captain.
We'll, of course, be launching a full investigation into how this could have happened. Though I have little doubt the Admiral will be quick to share all he knows on the subject once confronted with that recording. Chief Yassine, can you send one of your interrogators to have a little chat with the Admiral?
I'll issue the order immediately.
Good. Combined with everything else you all have uncovered. Well, I don't think the United Colonies can thank you enough. We failed the people of the colonies by not dealing with Faye Victor sooner. I intend to rectify that mistake immediately.
Good, the world is better without Victors in it. Yeah, he kind of messed the entire thing up.
I'm inclined to agree, Captain. Now, with our villain unmasked, we can attend to the other matters at hand. With the threads you've brought together here, the Lazarus plant, the attacks, the heat leeches, the three of you have likely spared thousands of lives. But it now falls to the Cabinet to ensure this can never happen again. As such, the Cabinet will be securing the Lazarus plant on Londinion. All materials related to the plant will be classified to ensure no one else learns its true nature.
A sound decision, Madam President.
Yes, securing the plant isn't enough, it should be wiped out.
We're already discussing the elimination of one species, Captain. Explain to me why you wish to eliminate another.
Destroying it and asking the Freestar Collective for help proves the UC has no ill intentions.
They are ultimately threatened as much as the United Colonies. To share what you know and what can be done to make us all safer can only foster good relations.
That is an idea with some merit to it. Decrease the likelihood of anything like this occurring again, and further relations between our two factions.
Two birds with a single stone. Very well. We'll include the collective in the removal process. Thank you for the suggestion, Captain. So then, to our final topic. The Cabinet has agreed to implement a plan that will deal with the Terramorph, and now also Heat Leech presence on human worlds. In fact, we've already begun enacting measures to check all UC ports and settlements for undiscovered nests. But we all understand this is only a partial solution. The project we're embarking on will be a long and difficult one. So our first step must be deciding how exactly this all will be handled.
Madam President, this microbe is clearly too much of a risk. The Aseles are the safer approach.
To someone with limited knowledge of biology, perhaps? The technology behind the microbe is solved science, Madam President. It isn't dangerous. Using it to wipe out the Terramorphs would be the quickest path to protecting humanity.
And fast results always lead to the best outcomes, don't they?
As you can see, there remains debate among the Cabinet. We were hoping your group might issue a recommendation. Major?
We've been having similar debates ourselves, but the Captain has yet to weigh in.
I see. Captain, I know this may not be your area of expertise, but we'd like to know your take on the matter.
Oh. I really don't know. I still had questions about the methods.
Please, ask.
What are the dangers of bringing back the Aseles?
I can feel this one. While intimidating creatures, certainly, Aseles are docile unless provoked. They're honestly closer to oversized mobile scanners than deadly predators. The concern is that, while all proposed methods will be long-term efforts, the Aseles are the slowest. Slow to breed, slow to deploy. We do everything we could to accelerate that process, including mustering some of our mothballed cloning technologies. But if we do elect to use this method, we'll be doing things at the pace of a megafauna, which is not an expedient one.
What are the chances, really, that this microbe could cause problems to humans and other species?
Infinitesimally low.
But not zero.
The chance of a starship landing on you as you sit here isn't zero, yet you still attended. Personally, my fear isn't mutation, but Terramorphs developing a resistance. But that's something our group can continue to address if we decide to take this approach, as I believe we should.
That's an interesting one. What with other factions involved in the cleanup efforts as well?
This won't work without them.
Exactly right, ma'am. The Interstellar Affairs Office has already begun reaching out to worlds throughout the settled systems, informing them of the risks we're all facing, and that the UC has a plan to prevent what happened on New Atlantis from happening elsewhere. Thus far, the response has been overwhelmingly positive. The spirit of mutual cooperation displayed between the UC and the Freestar Collective in managing the Terramorph data set a good tone for the work we're doing, Captain. We expect we'll hit some resistance, but our office has plenty of carrots and sticks to ensure the program's widespread success.
Okay, that's good. Who exactly is doing all this work, deploying whichever method we choose here?
The responsibilities will be spread across multiple branches of the UC. Research and day-to-day administration will be handled by a new group under the Science Division. All diplomatic concerns and coordination will fall to Chief Yassine and Interstellar Affairs. But most of the actual on-the-ground work, that'll be handled by the Vanguard.
Okay. I don't have any more questions.
Very well. Then did you have a preference on the method we should deploy?
I feel like the Terramorphs have caused enough damage. We need to just wipe them out with the microbe. Do we need anything to do anything? Shouldn't destroying the Lazarus plant be sufficient?
I believe we have a responsibility to do something, yes. Heavens forbid, years from now, someone reopens the Pandora's box that Victis discovered. It falls to us to enact every measure required to ensure that day never comes.
Sod it. Let's destroy it as quickly as possible.
Glad to see someone's not afraid of a little applied genetics. The Science Division is in full agreement.
Let us hope this Science Division truly knows what they are doing.
Grand threats merit grand actions, and grand actions are precisely what our group does.
Order, please. And Major Sinan? Dr. Walker, you'd find this acceptable?
We trust the captain's judgment.
Then the matter is settled. We'll begin the process immediately. Today marks day one for the United Colonies Terramorph Management Division, making you three the founding members of the TMD. As befits such a group, the Cabinet wanted to display its gratitude. Today, we will be adding 3 new Class 1 citizens to our ranks.
Class 1? For the 3 of us? Are you joking?
What he means to say is, thank you, ma'am.
Oh, yeah. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, Madam President.
You all have earned it. Now, there's much to be done. Major Sinan, Dr. Walker, I hope you two are willing to continue your efforts, spearheading the TMD's research on Mars.
We'd be honored, ma'am.
And as a member of both the Vanguard and the TMD, I believe you, Captain, will have your pick of duties. Speak to your commander, Tuala, if I recall correctly. He should be able to provide you with assignments going forward, plus help you collect the benefits that come with being named Class 1. On behalf of the whole of the United Colonies, you have our sincerest gratitude. This meeting is adjourned.
Pretty nice. Hey, Major.
Captain, I guess we've got our assignments. I just wanted to say, I could have never guessed where all this was going to lead.
Me too.
But now, knowing what I do, that my father truly is the monster I always thought he was. Well, I've just spent a lot of my life in pursuit of the truth. So, you bringing it straight to me, it just means a lot.
Don't mention it, we're friends. We look after each other.
The best ones certainly do. You know, I was thinking, while we were there on the podium, if I wanted to try and see him again. After all, it could be my last chance. But I knew the answer before I even finished the thought. I didn't. Because confronting him, what would I gain from that? From letting him remind me I can never truly be rid of him? Nothing. Now, all I'd be doing is acknowledging that he still has some sway over my life. And while I can't do anything about his role in my past, I'm not about to let him control my future. And thanks to what we've done together, that future is brighter than it has been in a long time. Words can't do justice to how grateful I am for that.
Just glad I was able to help.
Well, I think it's safe to say you succeeded beyond anyone's wildest dreams. It's been an honor, Captain. Good luck out there.
Hey.
Well, I've got to say, this is a first. I've never had a Class 1 citizen in my ranks before. Congratulations, Captain.
Thank you, Commander. It's an honor.
No need to thank me. You brought this on yourself. I've already gone ahead and processed your Class 1 benefits. All UC goods and services should now have a thanks for protecting the colonies discount. And the credits should be in your accounts now. But to get into your penthouse, you'll have to pay a visit to the Aphelion Realty office. They should be able to grant you access.
What now? That's incredibly generous.
Higher-ups wanted to make sure you know how much they appreciate what you've done. But with all that squared, it's time to get you a new assignment. There are your standard Vanguard missions, putting those pilot skills to use defending UC space. Or you could help the TMD in cleaning up terramorphs. Oh, and I got a request from Dr. Walker. Wanted your help collecting biological samples to keep an eye out for any, new alien threats on the horizon. Any of those missions call to you?
I'd like to run a Vanguard mission. I've only ever done... I'd like to take on some terramorphs.
Any chance to bag some bugs, right? Well, I can provide. Let me just check my logs. Okay. These coordinates should get you to your first target. There. These missions are straightforward. Proceed to the location, kill the critter before it can do any more harm. Just be smart out there. Don't want you getting banged up too bad on your first hunt. Super et ultra, Captain. All restrictions are off on this terramorph mission. You deal with it however you see fit. Did you have something to report?
I'd like to run more.
Need someone to investigate a couple problem ships out in UC space? You interested?
I'm game.
All right, let's get you the details. Here we go. Report says ships at these coordinates fired on United Colonies craft. You're cleared to use lethal force if necessary. Sounds like pirates this time, but I'd suggest you be prepared for anything. Do us proud. Captain, something.
It is a good day, yes?
It really is. Citizen 1, eh? Hello.
Buyer's market right now. Good time to make a move. Well, if it isn't the United Colony's newest Class 1 citizen, you've made quite a name for yourself in New Atlantis. In fact, the higher-ups want to thank you for your dedicated service by giving you one of the nicest pieces of real estate in the city. It's a premium penthouse at the top of Mercury Tower. Best location in New Atlantis, in my professional opinion.
What do you say? It'll just take a second to get you registered as the owner.
I'm interested.
Great! You're in for a real treat. It's one of my favorite apartments in the city. Okay, you're all set. Your new home's located in Mercury Tower in the residential district. You'll love the place. It has a gorgeous floor plan and an unbeatable view of the city. Now that you're an owner, I'm sure I'll be seeing you around town.
Building materials added to your cargo ship. Okay, cool. Let's check it out. God, we've been taken care of now for making the right decisions. That's like a VIP thing, isn't it? Penthouse floor. Here we go. Oh wow, look at that. That is a beautiful bathroom. Look at this. Oh, got an ensuite bathroom. Should this be the living room? Oh no. Oh. Storage and washing room, sweet. Little storage room, spare room. Nice, nice. Yeah, wow. Another little spare room. Oh, the kitchen, look at it. Oh my word. Bit more storage. This is fantastic. I will have to get so many things. I got a good view of the spaceport and everywhere. This is amazing. I'll definitely have to decorate it when I've got everything that I need to decorate it with. I shut all the doors. We've done it. We've truly done it. Got our own house. Got a friendship back, more or less.
Something on your mind?
Everyone doesn't hate me anymore.
May you find favor in all things.
Ah, lovely. Right, what do we do next? I suppose we should do the UC missions. And then, probably head to Aquila City to help our Andrea friend out. Oh my. This hero life, eh? It's good stuff.